How's it going, guys? Ruthless here, bringing you another COD Ghosts video. And today I thought I'd bring you my top 5 tips on getting a quick, easy and fast K.E.M strike in COD Ghosts. Now some of you new players out there might not understand or know what the K.E.M strike is, so I'm going to go over a little bit of that. I'm going to teach you guys some hidden secrets and tips that I've picked up along the way of getting my K.E.M strikes, and I'm going to give you some examples, some clips, so you guys can see it in action. Now, before this video begins, I'd just like to quickly point out that the K.E.M strike is quite similar to the Moab in Modern Warfare 3. You need to obtain a 25 gun streak to get this, or with hardline on, a 24 gun streak. Now, a gun streak is 24 kills with your weapon, or other people's weapons that you've picked up off the floor. This does not include kills from your battle hind, your dog, anything else like that. This is just purely with your gun. Take a look at what happens when you get the K.E.M strike.
Friendly chem strike incoming.
Right guys, so now you know what the K.E.M strike looks like. Let's get into my top 5 tips on how to get one of these bad boys. So my very first tip for you guys is sensitivity. Now sensitivity is a bit of personal preference, but also I would take some advice on this as well, guys. So my personal preference on my sensitivity, I like to run about 6 or 7. Now when I'm sniping, I like to up my sensitivity a little bit. However, this does affect my accuracy with my normal guns, my Remington and all that stuff. So I do like to run it on about 6. Now I'm just going to show you a quick clip of what happens when you guys run a too high sensitivity at a long range gunfight. I'll be back in a minute. So as you can see from that little clip, guys, when you're using a high sensitivity, it's quite hard to maintain your accuracy with your weapon. Now one thing I would mention is control freaks are a great attachment to use. If you guys don't know what control freaks are, they're basically these little add-ons that increase the height of your joysticks that you can just clip onto your controller nice and easy. They're very cheap, they're good to use. I'll leave the link to their website down below in the description. You guys can go check those out. Now, for sensitivity, I would like to just quickly point out that it is mainly personal preference, okay guys? So see what you feel is best. I would recommend 5 to 10 though, guys, because that's what I've been using and that's what a lot of pro players use. They use quite low sensitivities. But if you've got attachments like control freaks like me, you might be able to up your sensitivity a little bit so you can snipe and use normal guns all on the same sensitivity. Right guys, so my second tip is going to be aiming around every corner. So even if you're not sure if somebody's there, even if there's just that 1% chance of somebody being there, if you're aimed in before you've walked around that corner, you've already got the advantage on that other guy. Now guys, I'm going to show you a little clip of this in action.
Deadeye. Enemy SATCOM spotted.
Right guys, so you can see right there that when he walked around the corner, I was already aiming in on him. I had a clear shot and I just took him out, no problem. Right guys, now my third tip is all about the perks. You need to run the best perks possible to help you get a chem strike. In the top right hand corner of the screen you can see Stalker. This links in with my second point, which is all about moving quickly while aiming down sights. This is a very good perk, guys, and I'd definitely recommend it. Now I like to use sleight of hand as well, because I feel like I'm a bit vulnerable when I'm reloading, and I like to be able to reload really quickly to be able to get back in those gunfights. Now I also use Scavenger because it's a must, guys. If you want to be getting those chem strikes, you can't be relying on other people's weapons because you never know what sights they could have, what guns they could have. You might not be very good with that gun, and it's best to run your own gun. So Scavenger is really helpful with getting ammo. Now Focus is good, guys, because it prevents you from flinching too much when getting shot at. This is really helpful and I love this perk so much. Now Hardline is good, guys, because it just reduces the amount of kills it takes to get a chem strike. Instead of being 25 kills, it's 24 kills, and I really do like that. Right guys, my next tip is all about picking your gunfights. You don't want to be going into that long range gunfight with a sniper. You also don't want to be shooting somebody, then running around the corner, poking back out and killing you. You need to be able to pick your gunfights. You need to know when to kill them, when not to kill them. What I'd recommend for this, guys, is if you know he's got a sniper or if you know he's got a long range gun, try and get closer to him, or maybe just completely forget he's there. Go for other guys, maybe try and bring him to you, bait him out, do whatever you guys need to do to get that guy to come to you and win that gunfight. I would definitely not recommend going into a long range gunfight with a Remington or a sniper or a marksman rifle when you've got an MTAR-X. Now on to my fifth and final tip for you guys, which is all about aggression. I see a lot of people in Call of Duty Ghosts running and gunning. This is just not going to work, guys. When you're going for that 25 gun streak, you've got to stay back. You've got to play a little bit more passively, especially because of the spawns are so bad. If you kill somebody, he's likely to spawn behind you, and he's probably going to end up killing you. Just try and play a little bit more passively. Think about what you're doing. Don't just run in there and try and mow everybody down. Just think about what you're doing, and overall you will end up dying less. You'll improve your KD, and you'll have more chance of getting a KEM strike. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to leave it a like down below. This took me quite a while to get. If any of you guys have had any KEMs, or if this has improved your gameplay, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. If you'd like to see any other helpful tips and tricks videos, make sure to leave that in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.